I am Dan Hall from the Lantos Commission. I'm just going to really briefly introduce everyone. We've got speakers far more qualified than me to talk about Ethiopia. So we have Soliana Gebra-Mekele here. She's from the Ethiopia Human Rights Project and the Zone 9 Bloggers Group. She'll be speaking to us. Also Dr. Robert Herman, the Vice President for Programming from Freedom House. We've got Susan Valentine from the Committee to Protect Journalists. Is that, yeah? Okay. And then we've got Felix Horn. He's here from Human Rights Watch. And we've got Josh Clem from International Rivers. Quickly, I want to thank Anna Blackshaw from International Rivers. She's done a lot of work to get this set up, and we wouldn't be here today without her. So Felix Horn is just going to give us a brief introduction.
I'll just keep my comments really brief to start so we can get into the content. Ethiopia's human rights record is dire by any measure, and by all accounts it's getting worse. And this should be a particular concern for the United States because in May of next year, in May of 2015, are the next federal elections. In 2010, the last elections, the governing coalition, or the ruling party, won 99.6% of the seats. So that leaves one seat in Parliament presently that's not affiliated with the EPRDF. Now, since 2010, since that dominant result of the EPRDF, the political space within the country has shrunk even further. There's very little space within which dissent can be expressed, within which political discussion or dialogue can take place. So when we're hearing from each of these speakers today, I think it's important to kind of hear what they're saying through the lens of what are the impacts of this on the election process, on the elections in May. So civil society, we're going to have a speaker who's going to discuss that. We've seen decimation of independent civil society since 2010. We're going to have someone speak about the press. We've seen decimation of independent media since 2010. And we're going to speak about development issues and some of the challenges that those who have concerns with development processes experience. So all of this is of critical importance when we think about how the elections in May are going to unfold. So maybe with that, I'll turn it over to our first speaker, to Soli.